Welcome to Tech Diet. Let's dive into our today's problem. Maximize the confusion of an exam. It says a teacher is writing the test with an true and false question with T denoting true, F denoting false. He wants to confuse the student by maximizing the number of consecutive questions with the same answer. So you'll be given an answer key, and the answer key will be noting T and F of the corresponding ith question, and that will be also given an integer k that will represent the maximum number of operations that we can make, and an operation will look like we can change a t from f or f from t. So we need to find the maximum consecutive t's or consecutive f's that we can have, right? Let's take an example. So let's just say we have ft 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 something like that, and let's say k is equal to 2. So just hypothetically, what should our answer be? We should be having this range which will result us 9 as a consecutive t's. We just flip these f's, so we make this f to t's, right? So now what I can say, I can make this f to t. I'll use the k. So k is now 1. I can make this f to t. K is 2. I can't use any more k's, but if this is t, so still the range is valid. So I'll have 3 maximum confusions, and then if I include this, I am out of my range. I can't use the k anymore, so I need to exclude I the range should be valid, right? So the window should be valid. So I'll exclude this f. My range is valid again. So I include all of them, all of them, all of them. Now again my range is invalid. So I'll exclude the previous one. Now my am still valid. So we'll keep on track in my window how many k's I have used. So if I've used equal to the given case, because that's at most at max we can use, we'll invalidate that window, and we'll keep on calculating our maximum during our way. So yeah, this again seems to be a sliding window approach. Let's just calculate it. But it says like we need to calculate either t's or f's, right? So it could be a consecutive t's or it could be consecutive f's. Let's write a generic function which will just calculate the corresponding consecutive letter. So we'll have the corresponding function consecutive letter given string s and the corresponding k operations. Let's have a letter that we want to capture. So just for the simplicity, let's just keep track of string via this character array. So I'm going to use s dot char array. So now I can iterate through this array. I can say if my c is equal to this letter, what we can say, we need to count it, right? So we can count. So okay, this is equal. I don't use any k, it's still valid. Otherwise, if it's not equal, I can use the k, right? If k is greater than 0, I can make use of it, and I can turn it to my letter, and I can increment my count. Otherwise, if it's not the k, the intended letter, then I and the window is invalid, right? So at this stage the window is invalid, so I can exclude the left pointers. So int I is equal to 0. So I can say if my I is equal to, okay, it should be less than the character length so that index won't out of the flow, and character is equal to, let's say, letter. So what if it was a t? So let's say if it was a t, then my I am not using my k, I am not giving the k back. I'm just saying okay, window is still invalid, I need to continue it further. So this should really be a while loop, and after that, that many counters I need to decrement. Once I reach there, I need to increment the count so that I land up at one further. So I'll just have this window. So my eye will be at this position. Okay, this looks okay, and we need to keep track of the maximum in each flow, right? So in each, we can keep the track of maximum. So, and also once my array is filled, once my whole list is traversed, I can update my maximum to the corresponding maximum. So we are doing it in between the for loop as well, because in between we might squeeze the window, we might increase the window, so here window will be the maximum, and then we'll again arrive at some shorter windows, so my count will be decremented and incrementing in between, so we'll make sure we'll capture the maximum occurrence. And then we'll have the corresponding letters, right? So okay, let's just call this function and try. So we have call it for consecutive t's first, and then we can call them for consecutive f's. uh, we need to declare this maximum that we are interested in, and then we can say okay, return the maximum. So we'll first track down the t's. If it's equal to t, I can increment my true counter, and if it's a false, I can use the, maybe let's call it a coin, and flip it back. And if it's my, I'm out of the coins, I can say okay, um, just squeeze my window till my window is valid, so I can give back the coins and reach at the valid window. So I'll keep track of the maximum down the line. So let's just try to hit enter. Yep, let's hit submit. Okay, this works. Thank you.